he went out there and he dominated Dricus Du Plessis for 25 minutes, won the championship 50-44 across the board. I was very surprised at how easily he was able to take Du Plessis down and control him. To his credit, Dricus never gave up on himself. He continued to believe that he was going to eventually get Khamzat and win the fight. But as the rounds went on, you saw that even though Dricus has a championships mindset, it wasn't going to matter. Chimaev was just too driven. He looked like he was in tremendous shape. If there was a knock that Chimaev had no cardio, that's been proven wrong. We saw this kid come in 2020, fight 3 times right away, fight 2 times on Fight Island. And immediately people started saying, this guy's going to be a champion. At 170, people thought he would be a champion. But then eventually he missed weight one time by 9 pounds. He went up to middleweight. Now he's a full-blown middleweight. I heard that in the offseason. Chimaev weighs 220 pounds. Full-blown middleweight. And it looks like because he's not cutting that extra 15 pounds, he can push hard for 25 minutes. But all these guys should be running to the wrestling room right now, getting with a coach that can prepare them for the wrestling exchanges, because the controls that Chimaev uses, the wrist fighting, the hand fighting, the forward pressure, these are all things that you learn in the wrestling room as a kid, and then you apply them to fighting. I don't know if one training camp is going to be enough to help you close the gap, because Chimaev is so good in those areas. You got to make every single takedown hard, and you got to get back to your feet like Kamaru Usman did. But this dude is amazing, man. He showed time and time again that he's a special athlete. Now he's got the world championship belt to prove it.
So stuff that DDP can usually get away with, which is his physicality and escaping that way, you can't do against a good technical guy like Khamzat. And he start the 4th. I like what Khamzat Chimaev's doing. Is he's coming out every round and making DDP think he's going to strike with him. Every time DDP's falling for it. Like, he's coming out there, he's putting it on him, getting him on the back foot, and then he's shooting. If I was DDP, I'd be trying to look to put Khamzat on the back foot. But I would imagine now he's starting to get tired. Both guys will be relatively tired, but DDP's been carrying him for 3 rounds, so that's more exhausting for DDP. Yeah, if I was DDP, I'd definitely be trying to get him on the back foot, keep him away from me, show him that I'm controlling the range here. He's not just going to shoot in and take me down. But easier said than done, mate, when you're fighting a guy like Khamzat. Khamzat's absolutely dominating him. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting fight ever, but Khamzat was excellent. Enjoyed it. I mean, just complete domination. Just complete domination from Khamzat. It's there was just one-way traffic for the full 5 rounds. It got a bit hairy like the last minute. DDP put some shots on him, but just didn't have enough left in the tank, I don't think, to do much damage. So congratulations to Khamzat and team.
I'm glad Khamzat fixed his cardio or improved his cardio to the point where he can go 5 rounds and just ragdoll people. That's a mess. That's a mess to deal with. Because I thought DDP, okay, maybe round 4, he'd be able to stuff the takedowns because Khamzat would get tired, but he didn't even slow down. He slowed down DDP. He slowed him down, which was very impressive, because that's when he finished me round 4, because I thought, okay, I got him now, but he just finds a way to get his 3rd wind, 4th wind. But yeah, Khamzat made sure he didn't even get the 1st wind and just smothered him. 50-44, something crazy.
50-44, that was cool.
Yeah, 50-44, that was crazy. So yeah, Khamzat, new middleweight champion. And yeah, division's in good hands.
He spent a lot of time in that crucifix, and yeah, okay, a 10-8 round, a 10-9 round, it doesn't matter. It was a very, very dominant display. I'm sure Dricus Du Plessis would agree. Now, he says he's not done, he's not finished, and I for one agree with that. I'm sure Dricus Du Plessis, he's young enough to make a comeback, and you learn and you get better. But I'm telling you, right now, we are living in the era of Khamzat Chimaev. As I said, he took him down and got that crucifix really quick. He didn't get tired throughout the entirety of the fight. Even in the 5th round, yeah, okay, the pace slowed a little bit, and that was why Dricus was able to stop some takedowns. But this is the 5th round of an MMA fight where Khamzat had been dominating the whole time, forcing Dricus Du Plessis to carry his weight, forcing Dricus to try and use energy to get back to his feet, and ultimately forcing Dricus to just be led on his back, spread-eagled in a crucifix, taking shots to the face and just defending. I'm not going to sit here and criticize Dricus Du Plessis. I think he's an incredible fighter and a great champion, and he very well may be back. But right now, we are living in the era of Khamzat Chimaev. And I'm telling you right now, and just like Dean Thomas said, this will be a disaster with Khamzat Chimaev as the champion. I don't mean because of what Dean Thomas said. Dean Thomas was like, he isn't going to be able to fight too frequently. He struggles to get visas and stuff like that. No, when I say this is a disaster, it's a disaster for the division. Because from what I see there, ain't nobody, apart from Ranier de Ridder, ain't nobody beating him. Ranier de Ridder is the only guy that has a shot because of the jiu-jitsu, because of the skills that he has off his back, okay? This is going to be probably a very long and dominant reign in the middleweight division. And I don't think we've ever seen a dominant wrestler like Khamzat Chimaev in the middleweight division.